Hello there guys, I'm Unstable Voltage and welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization 5, playing as England and hopefully going for a domination victory. Today we will mostly be wiping out Vienna, that's the plan anyway. I'm sorry that my schedule's been off a little bit over the last few days, but I did get the opportunity to play Chaos Reborn, and let's be honest, how many times in your life do you get invited to play the prototype of a new game with the creator of XCOM? Not very, so how could I ever turn that down? At the time of recording this, it's still not quite funded, by the way, so feel free to head on over to the Kickstarter. I put a link in the description. You should definitely go and check it out, even if it's just to have a look. But if you like strategy games, if you like turn-based stuff, and if you're like me and remember some of those old classics from the 80s, then it's probably something that will interest you, and I think you should definitely go and check it out. But without further ado, let's carry on with this game. So we've got a few Austrian units heading towards Graz, which we need to deal with. We also need to try and take Vienna at the same time. We've got those sneaky barbarians trying to steal off with my workers. Hopefully I can get them back one way or another. And of course over towards York we do have a few problems here, but I'm sure we can deal with that all in good time. I don't think there's an awful lot else that we can do here, so let's go on to the next turn. Okay, Spain still wants to continue trading. Let us go for that. Now, it looks like they may well even be interested in copper as well. It certainly would help to get us a little bit more money coming in. Now, that is something that I did think might happen, but at least if they're attacking the boat, they're not attacking the city, which is very good for me. It means I can pretty much use this one unit to clean these guys up without too many problems. Yes, I did think that that was going to happen, but that's not the end of the world. We should be okay here. They are attacking the city, but the city is counter-attacking. Okay, so let's see if we can deal with York first. Well, we can take these guys out, so we should definitely do that. And it means we can stay here and heal on the next turn. Now, what do we do here? Do we try and take out the privateer, or do we try and take out some of their other units? I think we try and take out those guys, because they're trying to get away. If the privateer attacks, it'll get counter-attacked anyway. Whereas if a ranged unit attacks, it doesn't. So you're better off taking out the ranged units. They're not going to whittle York down and capture it with one privateer. So I think we are good there. This unit has now been promoted. I really don't want to waste the auto insta-heal on it. So let's see what we can have here. I think it already has the +1. Do we already have the +1 range? We do already have the +1 range, so we could give it, we could actually give it better strength against land units, or heal outside enemy territory, which would also be useful. What else could we give it? Better bombardment against land units. Let's go for that for the time being. And what we're going to do here, I've got a choice now. I can either use the city to damage these guys and use my ship to take out the cannon, or I could go the other way around. I think what I want my ship to do is to actually get the credit for killing the cannon. So we'll use the city to bombard these guys over here. And remember, they're not a ranged unit, so they're not going to be able to shoot at our boats. So we will then fire at the cannon. That'll be the cannon gone. Obviously, this does need to heal up a little now. Now, of course, we've still got these guys. They're out of Vienna's reach, and they can still do a fair bit of damage. We still get XP every time we do this, even though it's not much. Hopefully we'll get enough for another upgrade, which will allow us to do a bit more damage against cities. Now, what I would like to do is find the Spanish, and they're hiding away. Now, they are guarded, which is strange, because she came to me for the last deal. But it looks like they don't have any copper. Would they be willing to give me anything for it? No. Okay, no problem. Well, yeah, fine. Okay. So, what have we got next? We have these missionaries, and I believe they were going to head all the way over and try and flip over Graz. Just making sure I've got my timer, because I wasn't keeping my eye on the time. Not that it ever matters, because these videos always run way over what I expect them to. So we need to try and take these guys out here, which is going to be a bit of a pain. Of course, we should be able to attack that one with the Gatling gun, and that should be wiped out straight away. And obviously, we don't want to wipe out our worker. We want to be able to capture it, so we need to wait for it to come back onto land, because I think if I try and capture it over water, it'll just automatically sink. But as long as I don't shoot at it, and as long as I actually land on it, it should be fine. But we'll see how it goes. Well, we can bring up this ship of the line anyway. If we put it up here, hopefully it'll turn around and move back. Or it may not. We'll have to see how that goes. This privateer doesn't really need to do anything. Where did he come from? A little caravel there. Now this privateer is my privateer that has... Oh, I lost my privateer that had Coastal Raider 3, didn't I? So let's bring this privateer back up here. And this privateer can come down and attack this boat. Yes, I know it's going to put it within the reach of Linz, but I don't think it's going to get destroyed. I'm surprised how strong these caravels are, really. They do take a bashing. Oh, we also have the trebuchet here as well, which I almost forgot about. Which we are going to use to... Let's weaken the privateer even more. And then if the privateer attacks York, it's most likely going to be completely annihilated. And on to the next turn. I'm pretty much ignoring most of the other civilizations at the moment. I don't really see an awful lot of point in doing anything with them. Now, we have taken quite a bit of damage there. But damage is fine as long as we don't get destroyed. That's a little bit unfortunate there. Although I think it actually worked out worse for them. So that was an infantry unit trying to attack the city from the water, which is never a good idea. They've buggered off with their privateer because it's taken far too much damage. Unfortunately, that means I can't actually get at it now. But so we've got a fair few things going on. So what are we going to do? Well, first of all, we're going to use York and start dealing with that. I should have used the trebuchet, actually, and got the trebuchet some experience, but never mind. These guys can actually stay here and heal, though they do get a promotion. We have sort of grassland. There's a bit of jungle around, but I think we're mainly fighting around here, so let us go for open terrain. And is that the same unit? Did they get a double promotion? Okay, fair enough. So let's give them... Ooh, well, we haven't got any rivers to worry about. There's no point giving them a medic because we don't have any other units nearby, really. So let's give them double shock, and then we'll have them heal up. So London has finished the production of a seaport, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, we did actually lose a few workboats as well, quite some time ago, that we never replaced. I remember us getting a few pillaged, like this one here at Berlin. We don't have those spare pearls anymore, but I'll probably pop one out at Berlin after the zoo is finished. It makes more sense doing it that way, I think. So, what should we have down here at London? Is there anything that we could actually build that would be useful to us? Well, certainly we could increase our production with a windmill, or even more so with a factory. I think I probably will get a factory going at London. Would be nice to have some more ships of the line, and I know I've built a seaport there, but we can get ships of the line elsewhere if need be. Now, those workers have actually come back towards us, which I hope they would. I don't want to shoot at them, because of course that's not the plan here. The problem is it takes so long for this Gatling gun to get anywhere, because it can only move one tile at a time in the hills, but we should be fine. I'm going to get these this boat to stay here, because that should force them not to be able to move, basically. Don't think I can take them with that because it's a civilian unit on top of a civilian unit, and that never works. You can't quite get into the water on this turn. Edinburgh has also finished its production, so we do have another ship of the line. We still need to get ourselves a market in Nottingham. We could build the East India Company, actually. Trade routes with other players to make... Trade routes other players make to a city with an East India Company will generate an extra 4 gold for the city owner, and the trade route owner gains additional 2 gold for trade route. We don't really have any trade routes at the moment, although I would like to get some up and running again if we can get out of war for long enough, so it isn't all that useful. We certainly need some more universities, though. There's a few we need, and obviously once we capture Vienna, that's an extra one we're going to have to add to the list as well, so it does put us in a little bit of a bind. I think what we're going to do, though, we are going to build another factory here, because we've got quite good production at Edinburgh, and then we can build some more boats later on if we need to. And we are going to take that ship of the line down and around, and meet up with the rest of the fleet. And of course we've still got our units that need orders. The first thing I'm going to do actually is bring this guy back to heal up. We've got our privateer here, of course, which is defending. Now you are going to actually come down here. Now you're out of the reach of Linz. Now it says that Linz is actually blockaded, and I know that isn't me. Fact, you're actually going to move down here because I want to see what's going on. I want to stay out of the range. I'm out of range, but I can't see what's causing that blockade. It certainly isn't myself, but at least this unit can heal up a little now. So you're going to continue to bombard these guys, and hopefully once they're dealt with we can come back down and carry on firing at Vienna. But in the meantime you guys are going to fire at Vienna. I'm not sure if we're actually shaving any of its health off. I think it's recovering almost as much health per turn as I'm actually causing damage to it, which doesn't help. So we are doing 28 damage per turn. Let's see how much it heals. What do we have here? Right, you guys, I think you've built that coal mine now. I actually have quite a lot of coal. Now, do I have a job for you? You certainly seem to want to build roads, but I'm not too sure why at this point. I don't think we've actually expanded to any of the tiles that are workable and within reach. There's 1, 2, 3. There's one there. I suppose you could build a something. Not sure if it's going to be useful. We could probably put a trading post down there, although we haven't got the population to work half of these tiles anyway, so that's not an issue. You're just going to stay there because you're just forcing those workers to not getting the water, hopefully. And what else have we got? Trebuchet at York, you can just go to sleep for the time being, unless they send any more units our way, and that is the end of another turn. Get some healing there on those guys. Can we actually get over to Vienna? Yeah, I didn't see what they... Oh, 27. So we're doing 28 damage there, healing 27. So we're only shaving off 1 hit point per turn at the current rate. These guys up here are pillaging, which I'm not particularly happy about, but it's not the end of the world. There's only so much they can do about that. We do have some unit promotions, though. We have promotions on both of these ships. Unfortunately, I don't think they actually get anything that gives them extra damage against cities, which is a bit of a shame. Extra visibility range is nice. Extra movement's even better. I don't want to bother with the insta-heal. Let's give them bombardment against land units. It might prove useful later on. And you've got a promotion as well, so let's give you the bombardment against land units. The only reason I'm doing that is I'm just wondering if it'll have an additional effect on Vienna because they do have units garrisoned in it, although it looks like they only have civilian units. We did do 16 instead of 14, but that could be just, you know, random numbers. So, these guys are pillaging. And for some reason now I can't actually hit them. I think it's because they've moved slightly out of range, but that's not a problem, of course, because, you know, this ship does have a range of 3. We can actually move around here. We're out of range of Vienna. We're not behind the hill anymore. Bit of a shame that they took that. We're going to have to get a worker across here, of course, and repair that, because that was our manufactory, so it's providing quite a bit of production for us up here at Graz. And we've got you, who should be moving down, because we're going around the outside and up to Vienna. So there's quite a bit of coal and oil and stuff down here, but I don't think we need that right now. Okay, can't really see anything with you, but you are literally just sitting there for defensive purposes. I'm going to leave that caravel alone for a little while. Now, what have we got going on here? We know Nottingham's next to these guys. We continue to move towards them. We might be able to catch them, actually. if we're really lucky. And how's York doing? York seems fine. Can't see any more of their units. Doesn't mean they don't have any around, because they most likely will. But they'll come back to a trebuchet, a fully healed musketman, and a fully repaired city, so we should be good there. Austria has denounced the Inca, so even though we're the main focus of people's wars, there's still quite a lot of infighting going on between the other civilizations, which is always good for us. Nottingham can fire upon the enemy. Now, this is a real shame here. They don't seem to have moved, but I can't get to them on this turn. Hopefully they'll just sit where they are and I'll be able to catch them up, but we'll have to see how that goes. Of course, we've got these guys in the water now. We want to get them over to grass to convert it. One thing we don't want to happen, of course, is we don't want to be taken out by these guys. We've actually moved down here now, which is very interesting. I'm going to continue to use this unit to try and take them out if I can. And we'll continue to pound on Vienna. Once again, this was a video where I was hoping I could say, let's take Vienna. That's the objective of this video, but unfortunately, we just don't have enough ships to be able to do it. And yes, I have been a little bit careless and lost a couple of ships here and there. And continue to try and get this guy. Is it quicker to go around the bottom or around the top? It's probably quicker to head around the bottom, so that's what we'll do. It also means we can have a little look and make sure no one's trying to sneak anything past in this direction, so we should all be good. You're going to stay there. I'm going to move on to the next turn. Now, obviously, when we do get that other ship of the line up, it does have the problem that it is unable to fire for 3 hexes. So we could actually hit Vienna with it, but we'd be too close and we'd take damage from it. However, we do have the option of swapping it out with the one that we're using to destroy this this rifleman over here. So, okay, that turn has ended. Let us do what we need to do. The first thing we want to do is, in fact, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this ship of the line up here. I'm going to attack those riflemen because they are now gone. And that puts us in friendly territory so we can heal on the next turn. We're going to take our missionaries and put them on the land. It does put them out of moves. I could have moved them around to the side, really, but at least they're on the land now. They are safe. These 2 ships are going to continue to fire at Vienna. I see we have a Swedish settler here as well. I think that's actually the second one. I saw another one a little bit earlier. I thought I did anyway. Unless it was just that knight that was guarding it. But I was almost certain that I had seen another. Okay, these workers are not moving. I'm going to be very careful to click the move mode. I don't want to right-click because I didn't want to shoot at them. I actually want to move on top of them, and I've recaptured my workers. So that is fantastic. You are working your way around here. Now, obviously, I don't want to get too close to Salzburg because I don't want to be, you know, shot at. But I should be able to nip past it and stay out of its range, which I have done. Again, you are going to stay there on alert. I know there's a ship nearby, but unless he comes towards you, you don't really have to do anything. So I've got a small supply of oil, got a good supply of coal, so I could start building ironclads, which is potentially a plan. Yes, now this caravel's starting to work its way down here. I might have to actually do some damage to it with my ship of the line, and then possibly finish it with the privateer. Looks like Genghis Khan is going to war on yet more city-states, which is a real pain. I think he's going to be one of the next people that we have to deal with, simply for the fact that he is taking a lot of the city-states. So let's start dealing with some of the issues we have here. I know I said I was going to use this boat to go up there and deal with some issues further north, but we don't want them to have this caravel. Because we don't. Let's just go and do some damage to it. It's better for us this time. Last time we tried this, this was at full health, so we took a lot more damage. And we were also near Linz, so we took the damage from Linz. The only way he can go is here, because if he goes to this hex or this hex, he's moving past an enemy unit and he would use all of his movement. So he's got to go this way, and there's no way out of the bay. And wherever he goes here, I should be able to run him down with the ship of the line, and then that'll be a little bit more towards a promotion. So, we're going to use these guys to continue firing on Vienna. I would also like to use this one, of course, but while it's half destroyed, it's not going to do as much damage, so it's a little bit pointless. I'm going to use the missionary, try and spread our religion to Graz. Didn't quite work. We've almost tipped it, but we'll be able to do it again. So we'll give that a go. Obviously, it's not going to help with Vienna being here, but once we take Vienna, if we get a Inquisitor in there, that should certainly help with things. We have our Gatling gun, which is going to go back to the city and garrison. And we have our worker, which I suppose we could actually do something with now. We could move over here and perhaps build a mine, get some more production going. Let us get this ship of the line involved in the festivities over in this direction as well. What else do we have? You're going to stay there and heal, because you desperately, desperately need to. Still got a unit that needs orders, apparently. Okay, you guys, you've arrived there. Now, it's suggesting a farm, but Edinburgh's growth isn't terrible. I still think a trading post would be what we get for a farm. 2 food versus 2 gold. Not too bothered about the growth at the moment, because happiness is always going to be an issue. Although, saying that, we do actually have 20 happiness at the moment, which is really good, considering, you know, well, it's just been a few turns now since I took Graz. I must admit, it has been a fair few videos ago. Okay, I will accept your deal, but you really need to stop attacking city-states. Now, city-states, of course, is something else that I do need to check, come to think of that. I don't want to end up losing my alliance with the ones I already am allied with. The main reason for that, of course, is because I don't want to lose my supplies of iron. I do have some of my own, but the stuff that I'm getting from the city-states is nice. Now, Maria Theresa is still at the top there with the most wonders. That will not be for long. The main city we're concerned about is Kathmandu. We're still allies, so I don't think we have an awful lot to worry about there at the moment. Later on, it might be a different story. Graz has now finished its production of the university, which is fantastic. Now, we could go for a Colosseum for even more happiness. What I would probably like to do, though, at this point is... No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the harbour so we can get it connected up. I was thinking about producing a worker, but it would just literally be for the purpose of repairing this. I don't think I need to, because these workers here, once they've upgraded this tile, there'll be nothing really for them to do. And it won't be a long journey just to get them across the water, so that's fine. Well, you guys certainly know your drill. You're firing at Vienna. As are you. And even though you're not fully healed, I think you're healed enough to come over here and do some damage. Still 14, so I'm happy with that. So we'll start to get Vienna down now. Oh, you guys are going to try once again. Did we get it? Ooh, not quite. Okay, got another ship of the line up here, of course. Downside is we're not actually going to get close enough to be able to... Well, we could get close enough, but we won't be able to fire. So we're going to move in there. Got to keep our eye on these guys. They're trying to move some lancers across. That's not going to help them out an awful lot. And, of course, that caravel has backed itself into a corner quite nicely. I'm going to go and take it out with the privateer, because I want to get this ship of the line up and into the fight. Didn't quite capture it, but it can't go anywhere now, so it's kind of stuffed. How far up can we get this ship of the line? Not as close as I'd like, however, we can use it and do a significant amount of damage to their lancers, and by significant, I mean totally obliterate them. And, of course, that gives us 25 gold and some more XP, which is all good stuff. Now, it might be worth considering going for a trade ship. So I think we'll do that. Still waiting for Berlin to finish its production. Oh, we did. Oh, I must have had a few things queued up there. That's why. So when it's finished that, we need to go for a workboat. What else have we got? You guys are now fully healed, but I think you need to stay here because they do seem to like attacking York. Ship of the line. You still have 2 movement left, but I can't get you close enough to do anything, so you go on alert. You're just sitting there literally waiting for your opportunity to try and take Vienna. I've got to be careful, of course. I don't want to block Vienna in because I need to make sure that my privateer can get to it when we take its health down to nothing. Gatling gun is going to stay in Nottingham because it's garrisoning. She still wants to make peace. She actually wants to give me Salzburg in the peace treaty, which I have no interest in taking. What you must remember, of course, is that as a player or the AI, you cannot give your capital city away. So your capital city can only be taken. I have to ask...
It is well that war.
I have to ask, where did they come from? They just seem to have appeared out of nowhere. So, we're going to do as much damage to them as we can with the city. Not a lot. And we're going to do damage to them with this ship of the line that we've got at the back. That's nearly got them destroyed. All of these ships of the line are going to continue to attack Vienna. As are you. As are you. We have a great admiral, which is also nice. What else do we have? We have you, of course. But I want to watch out for these units that they're trying to send across. So, even though it would be nice to get you in the fight, you've certainly got some work to do. You weren't able to go anywhere, so we're going to destroy you. And we actually get it, which we're going to sell. You need to get back home to friendly territory when you can as well. So what's going on here? Rigged elections, good stuff. Peace treaty with Spain is all timed out now. Mongolian spy stole the secrets of archaeology. Great stuff. Mission we purchased in York. And we've got ourselves a great admiral. Who hopefully we can get to the fight without getting him completely destroyed, but who knows. So let's go through and see what we need to do. Nottingham's finished its university, which is a great thing. Let's get an observatory going. Try and get some science going here, because we are next to a mountain. We have this cargo ship, which we can now trade with. Not sure who we can trade with. Let's go by highest gold. Now, I don't really want to have to trade with Spain, because, of course, Spain aren't really our friends at the moment. We could trade with the Mongolians. They are still our friends for the time being. So, and they've never declared war on us. So, let's do that. At least that'll be a little bit of extra income. What else have we got going on? Privateer obviously is woken up because those guys are nearby. Oh, we've got our admirals actually here in York. So, how are we going to get you around safely? Because we don't really want to have to go all the way through Zurich. It's a bit of a risk. But it will take them absolutely hours to get all around the outside of the map. I could take them with another ship, of course. That's always a possibility. I don't think Zurich have much. As long as I give them a really wide berth, I think we should be okay. City-states don't generally venture too far from their own borders. We also have this missionary here, which is now out of moves because it's the turn it spawned on. We need to get that guy involved in the fight somehow. So I probably managed to get one more turn in. Again, I'm really disappointed that I wasn't able to get Vienna in this video. It's such a big city, it's taking ages. You want to give me embassy and gold for copper? That's fine. I'll never say no to gold. Obviously, if we were a little bit more friendly with people, we'd probably still be able to get 5 gold per turn for a lot of the stuff. But okay, so what do we have going on? We certainly have some issues. Enemy spotted near Graz. These guys seem to have fully healed. Maybe they got a promotion. Either way, seems a little bit unfair. So, we are going to shoot at you. I'm also going to move this ship of the line round here so he can shoot at you. I can't remember what these guys do. They are an Austrian specific unit. Let's have a look. No, it's specifically the Austrian Hussar, isn't it? Or is it just a... No, it's just a Hussar. Yeah, it is specific to Austria. No defensive terrain bonuses. Can move after attacking. Penalty attacking cities, same as any mounted unit. Extra sight and enhanced flank attack. They start with promotions that give them +1 sight and increase their bonus when making a flank attack. But doesn't seem to have anything that would give it an insta-heal. So, yes, it did pillage a tile. They may have also given it a promotion as well. So, I was very surprised by how much health it managed to recover in a single turn. Vienna's still managing to regenerate 27 health per turn, but we are managing to take more than that away from it, only just. Got it into the red now, at least. Is it worth actually... Ah, you've been promoted. Let's give you Coastal Raider 3. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to take you, and we're going to move you up. And you are going to become our privateer for capturing Vienna when the time comes. And we're going to move you down, and you're going to be our guarding privateer. We're going to just try and... We might heal you up, actually, and just use you as some sort of sacrificial pawn. So we'll put you onto alert there. Well, actually, I didn't want to do that. We just want to go do nothing. Missionary, of course, can now do its thing. So let's get you down this way, because we don't want you running into the troops coming out of Zurich. So what do I do with this ship of the line? What it's tempting to do, actually, is move in here and start pounding on this hussar. Because it's all free XP, and if we destroy them, it'll be free gold. You are going to stay there. Again, actually, wrong button. It should be doing nothing. You guys are going to build a mine. Let's get a bit of construction there. Now, obviously, the AI does give you sort of tips and indicators as to which thing you should build. And most of the time, it makes a relatively valid judgment call. But you've got to remember, the AI doesn't know the big picture. It doesn't know your grand plans. And sometimes you do actually have to think, well, that's not what I want to do, and pick something else. It's the same when settling cities. No, we don't want to do that. These hussars are appearing absolutely everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. It might not have even been the same ones that were full health. I don't even know where they're coming from. Cape Town's declared war on me. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on. So let us do some stuff. The first thing we're going to do is sink you. Should have really done that with the ship of the line. Then I'd have got the experience for it. We still got the gold, but... We are going to attack you, because we can't reach this guy around this side. But never mind, I think the city's safe. You have a promotion. We'll start giving you the naval unit stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to get to a point where we can reach Vienna. We actually can do this now, though. Because what we can do is we can attack Vienna with you. We can attack Vienna with you. Have I lost my admiral? Where did that come from? Really? Where did that even come from? I'm so annoyed by that. How far around can this ship of the line get? Not quite far enough to destroy. I'm so annoyed by that. Oh, that's the second great admiral I've lost. Cape Town has declared war on me. Where is Cape Town? Not all that bothered. York has finished its production of its university, which is great. I think what we're going to do here is go for a... What have we got coming in? Science. Got a fair bit of gold in York, so let's go for a bank and try and get some more money. London has now finished its factory. Let's get Oxford University built, hopefully before we take Vienna. Okay, you're going to fire at Vienna also. If I do get the opportunity to take Vienna, of course, I will take it. I'm not going to turn around and just say, well, I'm not going to bother taking Vienna because I don't want to have to build another university. We can fire from here. So that's got it down even more. Obviously, that unit is likely to take hits on the next turn. But it's certainly worth it now. What are you? You're the one with all the coastal raiders abilities. You are going to go up here and heal up for a little bit. You are going to come down here and be the rear guard. And you are going to... See, I could throw it at Vienna. It's going to do next to no damage and Yeah, so what we're going to do is we'll get you up, heal you up, and then maybe sacrifice you later on. And I think that is a video. It would have been nice to take Vienna, but I know if I carry on trying to take it, something will happen, and it'll end up taking 5 or 6 more turns, and it'll be another 20 minutes on the video, which I don't want to have to do. So when we come back next time, we should definitely be taking Vienna, and clearing up most of Austria. Of course, they've only got a couple of cities left, and what will probably happen is their capital will move to Salzburg, and they'll most likely offer me Linz in a peace deal, which I could take and just burn to the ground, and that would leave them in a seriously diminished state. But we'll have to see how that goes. So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying the series, and I'll see you next time. So, until then, goodbye for now.